How to trust God's timing as a chosen one. Trusting God's timing is one of the most profound yet challenging aspects of being a chosen one. It often feels like navigating through seasons of uncertainty, waiting for clarity, and trusting in a plan that is not fully revealed. For God's chosen ones, the waiting periods are not empty pauses. They are purposeful seasons of growth, preparation, and alignment. To fully embrace this journey, it's essential to understand why God's timing is perfect and how you can cultivate patience and trust in the divine process. The first step in trusting God's timing is recognizing that His plan operates on a timeline far beyond human understanding. While we often desire immediate answers or results, God's perspective is eternal. He sees the bigger picture, orchestrating events in a way that aligns with His ultimate purpose for your life. This understanding requires a shift in mindset, from focusing on immediate gratification to embracing the long-term impact of His plan. Trusting in His timing means accepting that delays are not denials, but opportunities for preparation and refinement. During waiting periods, it's natural to feel a sense of frustration or impatience. However, these emotions can be transformed into opportunities for growth. Waiting challenges you to surrender control and lean into your faith. It is in these moments of uncertainty that your trust in God is tested and strengthened. Prayer becomes a vital tool during these times, allowing you to seek His guidance, express your doubts, and find reassurance in His presence. Through prayer, you open your heart to His wisdom, creating space for peace and clarity to take root. One of the most valuable lessons learned during waiting periods is the importance of patience. Patience is not passive. It is an active state of faith and trust in God's plan. It involves resisting the urge to rush ahead or force outcomes, and instead choosing to remain steadfast in your belief that His timing is perfect. Patience teaches you to live in the present moment, finding joy and purpose in the process rather than fixating on the destination. This mindset shift allows you to experience peace even when the future feels uncertain. Faith is the foundation upon which trust in God's timing is built. Trusting that God's plan is good, even when it doesn't align with your expectations, requires a deep and abiding faith. This faith is not blind optimism. It is a confident assurance that God is in control and that His plans for you are greater than anything you could imagine. Faith empowers you to move forward with confidence, even when the path ahead is unclear. It reminds you that delays are not setbacks, but divine setups, preparing you for the blessings and responsibilities that lie ahead. The waiting periods are also times of preparation. Much like a seed planted in the ground, growth often happens beneath the surface, unseen but vital. God uses these seasons to equip you with the skills, knowledge, and character needed to fulfill your calling. This preparation might involve developing patience, resilience, or empathy. It could also include learning new skills, building relationships, or gaining experiences that will be essential for the next phase of your journey. Embracing this preparation allows you to see waiting not as wasted time, but as a necessary part of the process. Another important aspect of trusting God's timing is recognizing the power of divine delays. There are moments when what seems like a setback is actually God's way of protecting you or redirecting you towards something better. Perhaps a door closes on an opportunity you thought was perfect, only for another, more aligned opportunity to open later. These delays are not random. They are intentional, designed to align your steps with God's plan. Learning to view delays through this lens helps you cultivate a sense of gratitude and trust. Even when the reasons for the delay are not immediately clear, maintaining focus during waiting periods can be challenging, but it is essential for staying aligned with God's purpose. One way to stay grounded is by setting intentions that reflect your faith and commitment to His plan. These intentions serve as reminders of the bigger picture, helping you stay motivated and hopeful. For example, you might set an intention to use your waiting period to grow spiritually, develop a specific skill, or strengthen your relationships. By aligning your actions with these intentions, you create a sense of purpose and direction, even in times of uncertainty. Community plays a vital role in navigating the challenges of waiting. Surrounding yourself with supportive, faith-filled individuals can provide encouragement and perspective. These relationships remind you that you are not alone in your journey and that others have walked similar paths of waiting and trust. Sharing your experiences with trusted friends or mentors allows you to gain insights and receive the support needed to stay focused on God's plan. At the same time, these connections create opportunities for mutual growth and encouragement, strengthening your faith as you support one another. Gratitude is another powerful tool for trusting God's timing. By focusing on the blessings in your life, you shift your perspective from what you lack to what you have. Gratitude allows you to see the ways God is already working in your life. Even in the midst of waiting, it reminds you of His faithfulness and provision, fostering a sense of trust and contentment. Cultivating gratitude creates a foundation of hope and joy, helping you navigate the waiting periods with grace and confidence. The role of reflection cannot be overstated during this phase of your journey. Taking time to look back on past experiences allows you to see how God's timing has worked in your favor, even when it didn't align with your expectations. Reflecting on these moments strengthens your faith, providing reassurance that His plan is always for your good. It also helps you identify patterns and lessons that can guide your current decisions, ensuring that you remain aligned with His purpose. Trusting God's timing involves embracing the unknown with faith and curiosity. The waiting periods are often filled with unanswered questions and unfulfilled desires, but they are also opportunities to deepen your trust in God's sovereignty. By choosing to lean into the mystery and embrace the process, you create space for growth, transformation, and divine alignment. Each step you take, no matter how uncertain, is a step closer to fulfilling your purpose and experiencing the fullness of God's plan. Trusting God's timing often involves walking through seasons of uncertainty, where answers seem distant and progress feels slow. These periods can be deeply challenging, but they are also where the most profound growth and transformation occur. As you continue your journey of faith, the lessons of trust, patience, and surrender become more apparent. Embracing these lessons not only strengthens your relationship with God, but also prepares you to step fully into your divine calling. One of the most transformative aspects of waiting on God's timing is the way it cultivates resilience. Waiting is not passive. It requires an active engagement with faith and a willingness to persevere through challenges. During these times, you learn to rely on God's strength rather than your own, developing a sense of endurance that carries you through future trials. This resilience is not just about surviving, it's about thriving in the midst of uncertainty, finding ways to grow and contribute even when the path ahead is unclear. Resilience is closely tied to the ability to reframe your perspective on waiting. Instead of viewing delays as obstacles, you begin to see them as opportunities for growth and preparation. This shift in mindset allows you to approach waiting periods with a sense of curiosity and openness, asking questions like, what is God teaching me in this season? How can I use this time to grow closer to Him? By focusing on the lessons and opportunities within the waiting, you transform what could feel like stagnation into a time of meaningful progress. Patience remains a central theme in trusting God's timing, and it is often one of the most difficult virtues to cultivate. In a world that values speed and instant results, learning to wait with grace can feel countercultural. However, patience is a reflection of your trust in God's plan and your willingness to align with His timing rather than your own. Patience teaches you to let go of the need for control, surrendering to the unfolding of God's purpose in His perfect time. This surrender is not a sign of weakness. It is an act of faith that demonstrates your confidence in His wisdom and love. Faith deepens during these periods of waiting as you learn to trust in God's character and promises. Waiting requires you to hold on to the belief that God is good, even when His plan doesn't align with your expectations. This faith is not about blind optimism, but about a grounded trust that God is working all things for your good. As you lean into this trust, you may find moments of unexpected peace and reassurance, reminding you that you are not alone in your journey. Prayer and reflection take on a new significance as you navigate the challenges of waiting. Prayer becomes a space where you can express your frustrations, fears, and hopes, inviting God into every aspect of your experience. It is through prayer that you find comfort, guidance, and the strength to keep moving forward. Reflection allows you to look back on past seasons of waiting, recognizing the ways God's timing has been faithful and purposeful. These practices not only strengthen your faith, but also provide clarity and perspective for the present. Community continues to play a vital role during these times. Surrounding yourself with others who share your faith can provide encouragement and accountability. These relationships remind you that waiting is a shared human experience and that you are not alone in your struggles. Whether through a small group, a mentor, or trusted friends, having a support system can help you stay grounded and hopeful. These connections also create opportunities for mutual growth as you learn from the experiences and insights of others. Gratitude emerges as a powerful tool for maintaining a positive outlook during waiting periods. By focusing on the blessings in your life, you shift your perspective from what you lack to what you have. Gratitude helps you recognize the ways God is already working in your life, even in the midst of uncertainty. This mindset fosters a sense of peace and contentment, allowing you to navigate the waiting with grace and trust. Practicing gratitude regularly can also deepen your connection with God, as it reminds you of His faithfulness and provision. One of the most profound lessons of waiting is the realization that God's timing is always perfect. While it may not align with your desired timeline, His plan is designed to bring about the best possible outcome for your life. This realization often comes in hindsight, as you look back and see how delays, detours, and unexpected turns were essential parts of your journey. These moments of clarity reinforce your faith, reminding you that God's ways are higher than your own and that His plan is always for your good. Another significant aspect of waiting is the opportunity it provides for preparation. Waiting periods are often times of hidden growth, where God is equipping you for the next phase of your journey. This preparation might involve developing new skills, healing from past wounds, or deepening your relationship with Him. By embracing these opportunities, you position yourself to step into your calling with confidence and readiness. Preparation ensures that when the doors finally open, you are equipped to walk through them fully and effectively. Service becomes a meaningful way to stay engaged during waiting periods. By focusing on helping others, you shift your attention away from your own uncertainties and find purpose in the present moment. Acts of service, whether big or small, remind you that your life has value and impact, even while you wait for the next chapter to unfold. Serving others also aligns you with God's character, as it reflects His love and generosity. This outward focus not only enriches the lives of those around you, but also brings joy and fulfillment to your own journey. Waiting on God's timing invites you to embrace the unknown with faith and curiosity. The waiting periods are often filled with unanswered questions and unmet expectations, but they are also times of profound transformation. By choosing to trust in the process and remain open to the lessons it brings, you create space for God to work in your life in ways that exceed your imagination. Each moment of waiting becomes a step toward greater alignment, deeper faith, and a more intimate relationship with your Creator. Trusting God's timing becomes a journey of transformation, one that reshapes your understanding of faith, patience, and divine alignment. As the waiting continues, the lessons deepen, unveiling truths about yourself, your calling, and your relationship with God. This stage is marked not only by growth, but also by a profound sense of purpose and readiness to embrace what lies ahead. It is here that the beauty of God's timing begins to manifest in ways you might not have anticipated. One of the clearest signs of progress in trusting God's timing is the development of unwavering resilience. The longer you wait, the stronger you become, as each moment of uncertainty serves as an opportunity to lean into your faith. This resilience is not about suppressing your doubts or fears, but about acknowledging them and choosing to trust God anyway. It's about understanding that the challenges you face during waiting periods are not meant to break you, but to build you into the person God has called you to be. This resilience is closely tied to your ability to find meaning in the process. Waiting is no longer seen as a passive state, but as an active journey filled with opportunities for reflection, learning, and preparation. You begin to realize that the waiting period itself is part of your purpose, shaping your character and equipping you with the tools needed for the next phase of your life. Each day becomes a stepping stone, drawing you closer to God's perfect plan and helping you appreciate the intricate details of His work in your life. As your trust in God's timing deepens, you may notice an increasing sense of peace, even in the midst of uncertainty. This peace comes from the assurance that you are exactly where you need to be, even if the final destination is not yet visible. It's a peace that surpasses understanding, rooted in the knowledge that God's plan is unfolding perfectly, even when it doesn't align with your expectations. This peace allows you to release the need for control and to embrace the journey with open hands and an open heart. Another profound aspect of this stage is the clarity that emerges. Waiting often creates space for you to discern God's guidance more clearly. As the noise and distractions of life are stripped away, in this stillness, you may find yourself gaining new insights into your purpose, your relationships, and the direction you should take. This clarity is not always immediate, but it grows over time, like a light gradually illuminating a path. Trusting this clarity, even when it comes in small increments, strengthens your confidence in God's plan. The relationships you cultivate during this time also play a significant role in your journey. As you wait, you may find that certain connections deepen, providing support and encouragement that sustain you through challenging moments. These relationships are often divinely orchestrated, arriving at just the right time to remind you that you are not alone. At the same time, you may notice that other relationships fade away, creating space for new connections that align more closely with your values and purpose. Service remains a powerful tool for maintaining focus and purpose during waiting periods. By pouring your energy into helping others, you not only make a positive impact, but also remind yourself of the greater purpose behind your journey. Service shifts your perspective, allowing you to see beyond your own challenges and to recognize the ways God is using you to bless others. This outward focus creates a sense of fulfillment and joy, even as you continue to wait for clarity in your own life. Gratitude deepens in this phase, transforming your outlook and enriching your spiritual journey. By focusing on the blessings that surround you, you cultivate a sense of abundance and appreciation that carries you through difficult times. Gratitude helps you see the beauty in the waiting, as it reminds you of God's faithfulness and provision. Each moment of gratitude becomes a reminder that you are not forgotten, that God is actively working in your life, even when His timing feels unclear. Your faith also continues to grow, becoming a source of strength and inspiration. As you reflect on the ways God has been faithful in the past, you find it easier to trust Him with the future. This faith is not about knowing all the answers, but about trusting the one who does. It's about believing that His timing is perfect, even when it doesn't align with your own. This faith allows you to approach the unknown with confidence, knowing that God's plan is always for your good. Reflection becomes an integral part of this stage. As you look back on the journey you've traveled so far, by examining your experiences, you gain a deeper understanding of the lessons you've learned and the growth you've achieved. Reflection helps you connect the dots, revealing how each moment of waiting has prepared you for the next step. It also fosters a sense of gratitude and perspective, allowing you to see the bigger picture and to trust that God's timing is always right. Ultimately, trusting God's timing is about embracing the process with faith, patience, and hope. It's about recognizing that the waiting periods are not wasted, but are essential parts of your journey. These seasons of preparation, growth, and alignment shape you into the person God has called you to be, equipping you to step fully into your purpose when the time is right. By trusting in His timing, you allow His plan to unfold in your life with grace and perfection, creating a story that reflects His love and wisdom. Now, as we conclude this message, take a moment to reflect on how God's timing has shaped your life. How have you seen His hand at work? Even in the waiting? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and join us as we explore the beauty of trusting God's timing and walking boldly in His purpose. Together, let's grow, inspire, and embrace the divine plan that guides us all.